Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've done anything on here. I just did a quick smoky eye using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I've been dipping into this every single time I've done my makeup over the course of the last like 2 or 3 weeks since I got it, and it's amazing. I only use this shadow, and this shadow, and I really think that it's a nice look that you can wear at any time. You can tone it down a little bit, you can vamp it up, add a little black, whatever you want to do. If you want to learn how to do it, just keep on watching and please subscribe. Thank you.
Alright, let's jump right into face. I'm going to go in with this Smashbox Green Color Correcting Primer. This just helps me tone down a little bit of that redness. It gives me a nice smooth foundation application. I'm going to use a dual fiber brush for this Urban Decay One and Done Beauty Balm in medium dark. I am a little tanner, so this is a little bit darker than what I normally use. But I'm just going to push it into the areas where I feel like I need the most coverage, and then I'll start buffing it out. This definitely has like a light to medium coverage, so you may have to apply another layer just to cover it up depending on your taste. I did use a little bit more just to cover up my cheeks. This is the Tarte Maracuja Oil Creaseless Concealer, and I'm going to just use it to conceal and highlight. This is a very moisturizing concealer, so it definitely stays wet before you blend it out. It doesn't dry up on you, and that's what I like about it, but ultimately I do have to set it with a powder if I don't want to be a creasy mess. This is a Real Techniques angled foundation brush. This is my favorite brush to apply concealer. It gets the job done really fast, and it makes sure that everything is nice and smooth. So I'm always going to go over my eyes and under eye area just to make sure there's no creasing before I set with this Ben Nye banana powder. Now that I'm more tan, I use the banana powder, but I'll use the Cameo shade when I'm more pale. This powder gets a little messy, but I like it. And just bronzing up with some BH Cosmetics Bombshell bronzer. This is my go-to. It's pigmented and it's really bronzy and natural looking. And then with a clean brush, I'm just going to brush off all that bake and blend out any harsh lines. And then with the NYX blush in the color Taupe, I'm going to slightly contour my nose, not doing anything crazy. Now for my highlight, I am going to use this Vermeer shade in the Modern Renaissance palette. Just to keep it simple, I'm going to use one palette for everything except for my cheeks. And then this is just a little lavender shade that I liked. It's pretty icy, but it has a little bit of that lavender undertone, and I just kind of liked it. I don't know. It worked out in the end. This is just a blush palette from BH Cosmetics. You can get this on Morphe's website. BH Cosmetics has really good prices too. And this is just really my best way of getting as many shades of blush as I want. Once I'm done with my face, I always set it with some Fix Plus. I feel like it makes the highlight stand out, and it kind of just takes away the dryness from your face from all those powders. And this is just a 2-in-1 cream shadow eyeliner, so I used it as my eyeshadow base, and then later on I'll also use it as an eyeliner. It's a brown bronzy shade, and I'm just using it to deepen that smoky eye. Now if you use the Cypress Umber shade, it is quite pigmented, so you want to pick up just a little bit, and then I start patting it on my lid on top of that cream shadow stick that I just used, not really going too high up on the crease. Now the Red Ochre shade, I am going to start low on the crease just to kind of build it up on top of that Cypress Umber, and I'll work my way up onto my brow bone. A smoky eye really should fade out the closer it gets to your eyebrow, so you want to have that nice smooth ombre shade. Depending on your eye shape, you can always kind of wing this out, but I kept it pretty round. Then the golden ochre shade is the last color I'm going to use on my lids. This is just a warm golden color. It has a little bit of a shimmer, but it doesn't really show on the skin. And I'm just using it to diffuse everything out. I'm going to tight line my upper lash line just with that same eyeliner pencil. Then I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Mine point down, so if I don't do this, the mascara gets onto my cheeks. And this is just a Rimmel Lift Me Up mascara. It has vitamin E and cucumber, and it smells amazing. And then I just take my lashes, I curl them like this just to kind of round out the shape so they fit better on my particular eye. Again, makeup is customizable. Things like this will really just depend on your personal preference. Got that one. Once they're dry, I just make sure that they're standing upright and not pointing down again. Then I'm gonna line my lower waterline with the same pencil. And then we're just gonna repeat the same steps from the lid on the actual bottom lash line. So with an E36 pencil brush from Morphe, I'm going to take that Cypress Umber and buff it out. Buff the eyeliner out, that is. Then with the red ochre, buff the Cypress Umber out. And then with the golden ochre, we'll go ahead and just finish up blending. Now here's where I just used a little bit of the Primavera shade in that same palette to highlight my inner corner. This is like a champagne-y highlight shade. Now for eyebrows, I'm just using some brown brow powder, and I'm going to trace the lower part of my eyebrow, and then I'll just start filling up. And then I'll usually trace the top part of my eyebrow as well and just start filling it up as needed. Really, for me, powder is the easiest way to get the most natural looking brow, and that's why I prefer using powder over something like a Brow Wiz or a dip brow. I'm going to start lining my lips with this nude pencil. I did fill in my whole lip with this. Now you can leave it as a matte lipstick, or you can do what I did, which is apply a gloss. So once the lip liner is where you want it to be, then I just applied the gloss right on top. A little bit goes a long way. This is the BH Cosmetics Forever Nude lip gloss. Well, this completes the look. It took me about 15 minutes to get both eyes done if we were really to do it, together. I really wanted to do minimal steps with minimal products. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.